So the question is, I am planning to register a company in Singapore. I have two options. Either I can take the shareholding in my personal name, or my company, maybe an existing company, can take shareholding in this proposed new Singapore company. What should I do? What are the pros and cons? So this question is basically about taking the shareholding in individual capacity versus creating a subsidiary by taking the shareholding in the name of your existing company. So just to clarify, this is your existing company and you have an option either to take shareholding. So you can become the owner and subscribe to 100% shares, or you can take it in your existing company name. So let's see what are the implications of this. If an existing company takes the shareholding in the proposed new Singapore entity, then the parent company compliance applies in most of the cases. What that means is your existing company becomes the owner of the Singapore entity. So Singapore entity results, that is profit and loss account, will needs to be consolidated and reported with the parent entity. Obviously this is an extra work for your accountant. So the structure in this case appears as shown here, where at the lowermost section there is this Singapore entity which is owned by the parent company, which can be either in Singapore or in a foreign country, and then that company is owned by you as an individual. The second problem is, if your parent entity is subject to audit, then the Singapore entity will also be subject to audit. And audit is definitely going to add some cost to this. And the last point is, if the parent company is in different country, let's say that your parent entity is in India, then the consolidated profits of both these entities will need to be reported to the tax authorities in India, and you will have to pay taxes on the consolidated profits. Now, if Singapore has DTA agreement, double taxation avoidance agreement with your country, then obviously you will get some benefits. But how much tax rebates you can get depends upon the DTA provisions. Additionally, when a corporate entity takes the shareholding in Singapore entity, it is no more an exempt private limited company. What an exempt private limited company means, a company in which there are less than 20 shareholders, which is not a problem, but all the shareholders are individuals. That is, there is no corporate entity. If the corporate entity is taking the shareholding, then it will be called as a private limited company. And the difference between these two is as highlighted here. For a private limited company with corporate shareholding, filing of accounts with ACRA and XBRL filing is mandatory. Besides, even if audit is not compulsory for both these entities, in most of the circumstances, the audit might be needed if the parent company is subject to audit. So then what you should choose? So in summary, if you have an option and flexibility, then your first priority should be to incorporate an exempt private limited company, because it then remains separate from your company in your home country or from your other company. And secondly, you also get the benefits of exempt private limited company with less compliance. If that option is not possible, obviously, then in that case, you will go for the corporate shareholding. So just to summarize, taking up the shareholding in individual's name is the most convenient and beneficial way.
Thank you for watching this video. This video was brought to you by Epica Consulting Singapore. Subscribe to our channel today to get notified when new videos are posted.